Greetings, world and family. I am Richard, coming to you today being Thursday, September 4th. So, we're going to have a beautiful topic today about 3D and 5D. Because I know for many of you, La Famille, we're starting, some of us totally comprehend it. Some of us are starting to wrap our heads around the whole topic. And some are still looking for an explanation. Or is it an explanation so much as like an aha moment, something to hook onto that clarity then comes, which is in the end remembrance. And I think it is very important that although we could repeat ourselves like a skipping vinyl record, at times, repetition, and then suddenly we get the aha moment, very much like the hanged man. Being uncomfortable for a long period of time, then you get the halo, the aha moment. So why I want to speak to you, beautiful family, on the subject is this AM, I wake up early, so around 4 a.m. I started waking up, but I wanted to keep sleeping, so I was in between two worlds. Trying to fall asleep, so I was kind of sleeping, but not really asleep. And in my dream, I recall seeing and feeling what we consider 3D, third density, third dimension. And this was on my left. And I saw on the right, there was the 5D, density dimension. And I saw also that there was a merge happening, like some kind of crossover in these days, times, now moments. Now, although I tried, when I finally got out of bed and went for my coffee, okay, what was the actual dream about? All I remember is while I tried to sleep for that hour and kind of did, I knew I couldn't forget what I was like dreaming or thinking about. Like I kept looping it, don't forget 3D, 5D. And then with my first coffee, then I forget the actual details. So what did I do? I went into my meditation, surfed the ethers with my higher self inner flame, and I went and tried to get as much information because I knew, Richard, don't forget, this is important. So what I kind of got, right, is that we are actually, I believe, as many of us, our sister Honey does too, that we've actually been anchored in fifth density for quite some time now. But we've recently just landed in a dimension. So fifth density, fifth dimension, it is not an island, a place, so much as it is like a frequency where everything is heightened with all of the ascension symptoms as we transmute into what we originally were when we look at light beings, crystal DNA template. But with that, what happens, right, is as we're anchoring, we might have the three that are side by side in this moment where it could be a bit of a yo-yo. So yes, many of us who raise our frequency, we are in 5D. But what can happen sometimes, right? We can have different emotions, or we can have topics, subjects, emotions that hit us, and then we can slowly lower our vibration and then kind of yo-yo into the 3D. And as this is anchoring, it's almost like a time of deja vu. It's like really rapidly, and it's very important to keep our frequency high. Therefore, stay out of any form of fear porn. Because that's what would happen. We might hear something, read something, watch something, then we get nervous, we start looping, worrying, and we lower our frequency. So in general, we're doing very good, right? Like I saw on the left side, it was like a letting go with the 3D. And on the right side, it is more like anchoring, entering, remembrance. So this could be why like things are so much out of control right now. So first, before I go on with my babble mouth, let's grab a few cards and see higher self, oversoul, and universe. Please tell me everything I need to see, everything I need to know in regards to my intro. Talking about the dream I had, 3D on the left, 5D on the right. I got that 5D is letting go. The left side was letting go, and I got that the right side was like absorbing or entering. So tell me about all this, and we do have a card that dropped. Please hold. Flip the hair, and it's the strength card. So we're taming the beast by the mouth in these now moments. So tell me anything else in regards to that dream and what I am explaining right now and kind of the twitch, the yo-yo effect. Yes, because we are entering with the Page of Wands, a new day, a new dawn, one of high hopes. We're taming the beast by the mouth. We have a new chapter arriving, one of high hopes. Anything else you want to share? Beautiful high self or beautiful golden family. All right, so secrets of the universe are coming online during these times. And high self just told me to use all of them that went flying out. Next in line in the now moment, we got the Alpha, the Ace of Wands. So this is a very fiery, it's creativity, it's passion, authentic, everything of that nature. So it's a big yes. My dream, leaving left side, the 3D, entering, absorbing the right side of the 5D. It's a big fat yes. In regards to, it's a yes because there were many things that were cloaked under this King of Cups right here, right? I often see him as a Rothschild, a royal. I don't trust that king, and that king's at the heartbeat right now. Then followed was what? So we got the King of Cups, then the Queen of Cups. So it brought us a very emotional. So right now, even we can be very emotional because the second row is about the now moment. So while we are flickering, we can be very emotional right now with the counterpart right there. Then for the future, it is in order to give us the higher ground at warring with the Seven of Wands. Then we have emotions are slowly coming back in. As you know, Femi, the Knight of Cups, he could watch everyone's emotion, so he could be an empath, a deliverer that is aware of everyone or the surroundings emotion. Hence, one step forward, two steps back, or vice versa. He's analyzing in order to know how to proceed. And then we end because, yes, a lot of people are stressed out right now in their minds. This is a blown out of proportion stress. 9s or before 10s, and the 10 of Swords is a surrendering card. So, there are big changes happening now. All right, so those were all flippers. Jumped out of the deck. Now let's see what I can actually get without hopefully flipping out. For the clarifying spread. All right, cut, rock, roll. Next in line, we're moving out of troubled waters with the 7 of Swords. Second in line, truth, justice, disclosure is coming. That's the heartbeat of the clarifying. And then we are self-made, sovereign, independent, in need of no one to lord over us. Who's they? They. This is not happening. So this is what is happening right now. As above, so below. As within, as without. I'm going to keep that one. And let's go grab 2 more in the Goldens, my beautiful Femi. And what do we have at the heartbeat? Death Adio for the rebirth of the new. And then we end with the Garden of Eden all over again, reinstalled, rebirthed. So I am loving this very, very much. So in regards to my dream, my intro, the flickering that is happening right now, because we are in 5D. And this is why we're going to see a lot of NPCs, non-participant characters, really be twitching right now, right? Because they are living on that 3D template, whereas we are landed firmly in 5D. So as the two combine right now, old programs will twitch, because it's like you gotta update your iPad or something like that. The older version no longer applies, right? So yes, all this is happening for us to have grab the beast by the mouth, major arcana, strength card. in regards to having a new chapter, the golden age, where secrets of the universe are coming online. And we say a big yes with the alpha one of passion, authentic, a beautiful, beautiful compliment to have. It is creative, it is artistic. And in regards to what? Well, the 3D, where secrets were hidden there, secrets in order to control by any kind of character or world stage leader that in reality just wanted to suppress and keep us like locked up or chained up, yes? It will bring a lot of emotions because this is the empath queen. So she is very much in her emotions. She could have a sadness, but she's actually looking into the golden chalice at information that's there, that are secrets of the universe right there. And because we got the counterpart here, so we're bringing a lot of passion. This is a new download I'm getting as we speak. A lot of passion, a lot of integrity to divine masculine and divine feminine, because we were apart for so long, pitted once against the other, because the old guard was patriarchal and tried to suppress divine feminine. Now, he's looking towards her. She's looking at the cup. We got passion there. So there's more to the story right now. We're finally seeing she thought, she called, he responded. Not to control, dominate, and suppress, but to hold, cherish, and protect. For the future, we have the higher ground at war now, because this is it. We're merging between the two. So we got the shadow, we got the essence of the 3D as we're merging into the fifth, and we're getting the high ground at war. And then emotions are to be reinstalled. So it's very important. There's a lot of emotions here to be mindful of these emotions, because we could often get triggered, whether it be by an NPC, whether it be our own emotions as we are purging within a 5D, because that's how the healing happens. You know, it's like a form of dark night of the soul, or cleaning the old shadows. And for that to be clear, they got to be sweated out. So we got to be very mindful of our emotions and look around us in the surroundings, our alentours to the emotion, and be mindful about it, because people are going to be really stressed out with this flickering happening in this now moment. But again, exaggerated stress doesn't make it real. It makes it that we're in our heads worrying. 9s are before 10s, and the 10 of swords is a surrender and ending. In the clarifyings, we do have the 7 of swords, which means with all this information and everything of the mind, or what's going on in our mind, we're leaving the troubled waves for smooth sailing territory, there where truth, justice is absolute, in favor, reigning. It is, the alpha, right? Look at the crown, look at the wreath. It's a gift of the universe. And then this is what happens in the golden age. We are self-made, sovereign, independent, in need of nothing that lords upon us. In the Goldens, I had the magician, as above, so below, as within, as without. At the heartbeat, death of an era for the rebirth of a new one. And what is that new era? It's like the Garden of Eden, reinstall how it was originally created before the infection, the hijack, the kidnap of whatever simulation. And who did the hijacking? These creeps. All right, so I love that part of very much, my family. So let's go grab our Mr. Aurélien. All right, Aurélien, come online. So, with my dream, or the importance of what I remembered of it, I should say, and how I explained it, and what is truly happening here, am I accurate in everything that I said? Is there any way that I am wrong? So we're going to a no, babies, so yay on that. Mwah! I was gonna forget. Babies. Yum yum, bubble gum. All right, so I did take notes because I wanted to follow in an order, because I got quite a few things. So I want to talk a little bit more now about why people could be flickering back in 3D. I did talk about it, but I have a whole paragraph on this. So we're in 5D. We've raised our vibration. We're positive. But what can make us that in that flickering, we do descend to 3D? Again, it's the fear loops. What are the fear loops? We can talk about money, health, safety. So do I have enough money that is provided for me? Like, am I going to lose my house? Will I be able to afford this? Will there be an RV, a return to the people? Could be also control loops. So that would be like forcing certain outcomes. Survival loops. How will I make it? Again, will I lose my home? Trauma loops. Old programs that are rising up like ghosts. So this is what the flickering could be. So it's very important to be made aware of what is entering our frequency here, because we absolutely have the power to raise it and lower it. And again, like the NPCs would remain in 3D, so density, dimension, and the programming is actually glitching in 5D because it's an old program. It's not made to interact, or it does not get a upgrade or anything of that. It's like the end of a game, if you want. Now, I want to share also during these times, right? How we can manifest a lot, okay? Because, we're talking about survival loops or fear traumas and all that. And manifestation is a great way to anchor ourselves into heightened density. See, so what happened is during the whole pandemic and all that, like I refused to participate. So I was doing hairdressing at the time, so I wouldn't wear a face diaper. And, many that would come to me would call me a granny killer and like decide not to come to me. I tell them, like, wear all the face diapers you want, plug them in, one on top of the other. I don't care. But you're not going to tell me what to do in my own house, because I don't believe in any of the nonsense you guys are saying. No judgment, but like these are my boundaries. So I lost so many, 3/4 of my clientele. So during that time, it was hard for everyone. So, like bank accounts would lower down, and I came to a place where, I spent out my reserves. And about 2 years ago, I started, right, like being aware that how water is so important. We are like 70% plasma. So water in the universe, it's not gas. It's everywhere. So what I do is I buy actually distilled water, and I put salt in it. So I like Celtic salt that's hand-picked and dry. And so I use my water, and for the last 2 years, I've been doing invocations, whether it is grabbing like the water to put into my Keurig machine, or to my cats, or drinking it. I'll grab my cup and I'll talk to it, right? And I'll say, always in threes, love, 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 abundance, 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 health, health, health. I love the number 3, and I love the 3s in 3s. So that's what was more important to me. Love, abundance, and abundance in everything. It doesn't have to be a gold coin. But again, remember my story. My reserves were going down because I did not want to submit and follow the status quo. No, I'm a rebel. My higher self says it was like a trickster. So I listen. Higher self never lies to me. Okay, it's not because someone's going to babble in my face. Oh, science, get out of my face. Like if it's on the phone, I'm hanging up. If it's in the room, I'm walking out. So this is what I did. And slowly what happened by doing it every day, whether it is, again, an offering to my cats or to the coffee machine or just drinking it, suddenly, like, things started turning around for me. Although I wasn't doing as much hair, that started again after a few years. But then, I started my YouTube channel and things were looking really bright. And I'm not saying that, I'm well off or anything. but my whole situation totally pancaked upside down. I was in a lack and now I'm not. But this is it, the manifestation. Very much like the card, the magician. As above, so as above, as below, as within, as without. He is actually calling to the ether, into the simulation, and bringing it within to then bring out. So you're manifesting. Like a lot of people would see this expression, as above, as above, as below, as within, as without. And I've seen it and I heard it and people have talked about it like it's a satanic or demonic, or it talks about hell. It absolutely does not. And this is why I want to talk about it, because Femi, as you know, I love taking either symbols, numbers that were hijacked and made us believe that they were something evil, while they're not. I love you in sign language. 666. I mean, come on now. These are the atoms, like the DNA of man and carbon clay. So, there's been so many hijacks. So even this, that's what it means. It's like a big manifestation card, like I'm talking about speaking in your water. So you're grabbing from the ether, as above, as below, as within, as without. And so by doing that, you bring it and then you manifest and you bring it out and then it comes to you as in abundance. So I thought that was very interesting. Richard is babbling a lot today. It's because I had a few hair clients this morning and they got me one of them got me all riled up. So I think I'm still on the edge, adrenaline of, anyways, I mean, I like her, but she has a tendency to get under my skin sometimes. It's okay. It's okay. Something I have to work on, have my boundaries. All right, higher self, oversoul, and universe, please tell me everything I need to see, everything I need to know in what I just described, right? So I was clarifying a little bit more about the flickering between 3D, 5D, and then the manifestation, the example of what I've been doing for the last 2 years in speaking, praying, manifesting into my water, turning it very much alive, and consuming it. And never taking a break. It's so part of every time I touch water. It's just, I don't care who's around, I say it out loud. But, I mean, I don't believe in coincidence, and things have turned around from when it was spooky looking to now it's sunny looking. So, I love that. So, what can you say, beloved higher self? Cut, rock, roll. All right, so the first card that comes in, there you go. All my wishes were manifested and granted with the 9 of Cups. Then, yes, I got a new offering, emotional new offerings with the Page of Cups. And then, look, they're all emotions over the rainbow. Happy family, happy life. Let's go for more. Yes, because I tapped into secrets unbeknownst to most on how to manifest. How to, as above, as above, as below, as within, as without. Like I tapped into it. It is magic, but magic is not a bad thing, right? It's how you put your energy or your intent onto it. That's how we manifest at the heartbeat. Yes, because I was stuck. Remember what I said? All my reserves were going down and I felt trapped. And then I got a new rebirth following that, because this is Gaia holding her womb of abundance. I'm so sorry. And what we're gonna do is, darn it. No, I can't. All right. It's because that was important. I had to pick that up, but I'm doing a video. All right, so in the now moment, so what I tapped into is secrets unbeknownst to most. I felt trapped in my head, tied up, but then I got to like the Queen of Pineapples. This is Gaia holding the womb of abundance. In the future, yes, okay, so although, there is that sense of being uncomfortable for a very long period of time because this is a hard position, and it was a hard position for me to hold. Enlightenment. Then we have, see, as you meditate and you pray, I'm talking about water, right? You put water in these cups. That's exactly what I was saying to these 3 cups. And then look, the universe came to provide to me, because that could be like blasé, the bored, jaded, and that's exactly, like something has to give. And then we end with something to celebrate with the 9th, last and final card, the 3 of Cups. So the Trinity, mind, body, spirit, all come together. And the clarifying, it was the end of the world with Dolly Parton for a renewal of a new world. At the heartbeat, yes, because I was in my mind creating inner conflict. And then, yes, a messenger came in. I was this messenger, this Page of Swords, calling out, using my voice. So we got a lot of sound and emotions here with all of these cards. In the Golden Major Arcana, it's a beautiful Femi. What do we have? What do we see? What do we have? We have the first one. I Tame the Beast by the Mount with the Strength card. At the heartbeat, I do have a tapped into secrets of the universe with the High Priestess. And then we end with, yes, Gaia. I tapped into the richness of Gaia, being abundant. Abundant is, again, not just about finances, but being abundant. Because I was asking about abundance in all form. I started with love, 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 abundance, 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 and health, health, health. These are 3 things that I wish for all sentient, benevolent beings. So there we go, my beautiful Femi. Now let's see. Aurélie, Aurélie, Aurélie. Come online. So was I accurate with the second part of how to manifest, speaking in water? The water being a conduit, we are plasma, speaking love into it, and it actually being a thing that you can actually manifest because you drink it in afterward. Is there anywhere that we are wrong? It's going to a no, beautiful Femi. So there, it's a yes. Loves it. Yum, yum, bubble gum. Yay. All right, where else do we want to go today? Okay, so I did talk about the hijack symbols. I did talk about the water invocation. And I think there was maybe some, and I do have a beautiful invocation right after, which is to help you, Femi, into like what I did with the water. But let me see if I have something out. Yes, I wrote a note, okay, and I wrote it. So let's talk about the card, the Magician again. As above, so below, as within, as without. Is he here? The Hanged Man. Well, you know what the Magician looks like, right? The 2 arms. So, because, I'm asking my higher self also when I was surfing the ether this morning. Like, I know some people, have a hard time with that. I think there's horror movies that have that title, and it's all about hell underground. So, the phrase is an ancient seal of alignment. It bridges the macrocosm and the microcosm. When you're speaking to water, it's perfect because water is the mirror that connects your inner state with the outer reality. So, as above, so below, your higher self and the cosmos flow into your earthly body. As within, so without. The prayer you place inside of the water manifests into the world outside of you. So easy, so simple. And then this one's poking out, permanent healing, ongoing healing, yes? So there we go, my Femi. So, this was just, it came from remembrance of a dream, and I did feel there's such a connection the 3 and the 5 and the leaving and the entering and the whole twitching. And what we focus on is what we attract. Because if we listen to fear porn, we might be anchored in 5D, density, dimension. But listen to something that brings you fear, like, will I lose my home? Will I do this? Will this happen to me? Then you flicker down to the 3D. Even if it's not permanent, it still lowers you. And when you're at that frequency, then you're more susceptible to get hijacked. So, what is the cure? Manifest. And I'm using my example with the water because it worked. You know, like, I'm good. And the more that I'm good, I can be good for others. And then it's like a good contagion, you know, that spreads, like love spreads. And I love that. All right. Are you ready, beloved ones, for the invocation for today? Yay. So it is an invocation of living water. All right. And I will put this into a file in the description box so you can upload, download. Beloved famille, take your glass of water, the mirror of your soul, the river of your body. Hold it in your hands. Breathe your heart into it. And repeat after me. 3 times each. Love, love, love. Abundance, abundance, abundance. Health, health, health. See the water shimmer, crystalline and awake. See it holding codes. You have spoken. As above, so below. As within, so without. Now drink. Let the water become you. Let the prayer flow into your blood. Let the abundance rise through your cells. You, my family, are the vessel. You are the fountain. You are the living proof of 5D Earth. And so it is. Hey-ho! Woo! Wasn't that amazing? I love that. Flesh of the goose. So there you go, my family. I hope you enjoyed our beautiful little medium-sized video. I gotta get ready for my next client. And I just wanted to get this done to you today because I knew this morning, like it's not a real topic, but yeah, I felt like we need to speak more about 3D, 5D, and the more that the collective hears it, the more we anchor and start remembering, right? Because it is a psychedelic concept, but we do live in a simulation. So this being said, I wish you a beautiful day. Be good. Be kind to yourselves. And I'll catch you all on the next read. Rock and roll. Ow! I love you back. Mwah! Ciao, babies.